Hello Android dumplingers. In today's show we ventured into a new area, unknown. We went to a new department store with a new store. And guess what it is? It's not a Xiaomi store. We went here to the Huawei store. And today we're going to be unboxing the Huawei. So we will be unboxing the Huawei Mate 20X. Stay tuned. So the unboxing of the Huawei Mate 20X. First off, what came with the device? Well, I just got this box and then I had to purchase this extra Huawei Mate 20X premium tempered glass screen protector. It already had a screen protector on the phone, so I don't know why I had to buy this one. Apparently this is premium for $30, and they helped install it for me at no extra cost. But this looks and feels better. If I open it, it came in a little tiny box. You just open it there, and as you can see, they already installed it for me. So it came like this, and then you had this little tempered glass protector on this plasticky thing. And as you can see, it's not there now because it's on the phone already. They washed the screen down and they installed it. So there we go. So a nice matte black finish with the box here. The Huawei Mate 20X. Everybody knows about it because everybody's done already a video about it. But you must be wondering, why 9 days before the release of the Samsung Galaxy S10 would I go buy a Huawei Mate 20X? Well, something that was released in 2018 already is still very good for 2019, because this is a top of the range phone. And even though the Samsung Galaxy S10 won't be available maybe in March, April or June, I'm gathering, it still won't be able to be ready for purchase straight away. So that's why I wanted to get the Huawei Mate 20X. Yes, it's a mouthful because inside of that is also the Huawei Mate 20 and the Huawei Mate 20 Pro. Why didn't I get those? Well, this was just big enough for me. And as you can see, with all the specs here, I will be revealing it in the unboxing. Alright, so let's just take the box off. It goes out there, and as you can see, they've already put the screen protector on, and that's why this plasticky thing looks a little bit bubbled, because, well, it's bubbled. So I'm going to tear the top part off here. There you go. That relieves the screen protector already, and I'm going to turn it to the back and get the plasticky thing off here at the back to release the Phantom Silver version. Now, maybe that's why it's called Phantom Silver, but it makes quite a tinkle, and I'm sure with the size and everything you will have many fingerprints. Okay, so let's just put the phone aside and let's continue. So underneath this is nothing there. This, of course, is the thing to take out the SIM card, obviously. And here's the jelly cover or jelly case that came free with the device. So there you go. It's quite a big jelly back cover. There's no front cover here. And then also, what do we have? We have the power adapter, and if you can see, it says Huawei Supercharge, and I'll be able to read that later as to see what power it is. And it came with a USB Type-C cable, and look, some headphones, something that in my previous video of the Xiaomi Mi Max 3 they didn't supply headphones, but with this one they certainly did. So let's just put that back and let's have a more serious look at the phone itself. Oh, you're supposed to open it that way. because it comes with a manual. Of course, I don't open things the normal way. So there you go. That is that. And this is the phone. So, interestingly enough, this is a 7.2-inch OLED 1080 by 2244 display. It's got the Kirin 980 chipset, which is one of the latest chipsets out there. It's got super cooling, and it's got the Leica triple cameras at the back with the fingerprint reader. The exact same thing as the Huawei Mate 20 Pro and the Mate 20. But just that the Mate 20 has a 6.53-inch display with a 2244 by 1080 LCD display, and the Mate 20 Pro has a 6.39-inch OLED display also with a 3120 by 1440 display. And that one, which is the premium model, also has IP68, which this one doesn't have. It has the same Kirin 980 chipset. It has a 40-watt Huawei supercharge, which I think this is what this is, but I'll be checking that soon. Let me just check quickly. I can't read the fine print. Getting old. But I will investigate. And then, of course, like the Mate 20 Pro, it has the, like I said before, the Leica triple camera. It doesn't have an in-screen fingerprint reader and a 3D face unlock like the 20 Pro, but it does have a fingerprint reader at the back and everything else. What are my first impressions of this phone? Well, let's look at the specifications quickly. Alright, this is 85 millimeters or 85.4 millimeters, and this is 175 millimeters here. As you can see, that's where you put in the SIM card. Over here on the side, you have, on the top actually, you have a speaker on the top, you have an IR reader, IR blaster, and most of all, you have the headphone jack. Something which the other premium phones didn't have in 2018. This model does have a headphone jack. It's got the teardrop camera there, as you can see, front camera. It's got the power button that is accented in red over here, and then it's got the volume control buttons over here. It feels much heavier than the Mi Max 3 because the Mi Max 3 felt plasticky. This one doesn't. It's about 232 grams, including the battery, which is not too heavy, but sturdy. That's what you want. You want a sturdy phone. As I said before, this one is Phantom Silver. It's a lovely color. It's got some reflective display on it, so it makes that noise. Oh, it was on already. So there we go. And there you have it, folks. They must have left the phone on, and as you can see, it's set at 54%. They must have left it on after they put the screen on. But most of all, that's what it looks like. And as you can see, it's in Chinese. Now I know what you're thinking. My previous video was about security, and Huawei's just been fined, or he's been indicted by the US court for defrauding the US government and going against some sanctions. But nevertheless, I wanted to see what all this hype was about and whether the Huawei was really a game changer in the market that might steal some customers away from the iPhone or the Samsung Galaxy crowd. A weird kind of resolution is a 2244 by 1080, which is the resolution you don't normally find on a normal phone, but this is bigger than a normal phone. As you can see, it's maybe like a phablet. The powerful chipset of 2018, which is the Huawei Kirin 980 chipset. Now that chipset is configured at 2.6 gigahertz, and I think with Android 9, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to look at it right now. System, about software, it's called EMUI, and there we go. There's the Android version 9, and this version comes with, there we go, you can see the CPU is a Kirin 980 The RAM is 6 gigs of RAM and internal storage of 128 gigabytes. And there was a security patch on December the 1st, 2018. Alright, it has normal 4G LTE support and other bands that supports around the world. I won't go into that right now because this is just my first impression. It has 2 GPS bands, which is the L1 and the L5 dual bands, for same thing which was on that was the Xiaomi Mi 8 Pro. Alright, and then also as you see, it had Wi-Fi connectivity, which you can enable Wi-Fi there, and that is 802.11a, b, g, n, and a, c. X not yet supported. Then it has a USB Type-C at the bottom here, has Bluetooth support, data synchronization. It has a couple of sensors, which has the gravity sensor, the ambient light sensor, the proximity sensor, the gyroscope, the compass, and the fingerprint sensor here at the back, which I think is, for my hands, it's quite comfortable. It's quite conveniently placed. I just got to put my finger there and it will be activated, something which I haven't done yet. And then the camera at the back. Well, it has a 40 megapixel camera with a wide angle lens, f1.8 aperture. It has another 20 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, which is f2.2 aperture. And then it has an 8 megapixel telephoto lens at 2.4. Now, that's quite impressive. I like this little sort of square thing over here that shows all the cameras. And I take it that's the flash over there. So it supports Huawei's AI image stabilizer. I would expect that it would have that, seeing that it's got the Kirin 980 chipset. And then over here, the teardrop camera over here, that's a 24 megapixel f2.0 aperture. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras in total, with a powerful one in the front for front-facing selfies, and at the back it has strong capability of doing wide angles and telephoto images. I think this can do MP4s, and it can also do 4K video, but I'm not sure. But what is most impressive of this phone is obviously the giant size that it comes in, the screen, and of course it has dual speakers over here and over there, and we'll be testing that out in the review. That's the microphone, and most importantly, inside is the 5000 milliamp battery, which should be able to last a day or more. It also has NFC, which is what the Mi Max 3 did not have. So I'll be able to use Android Pay. So all in all, I'm quite impressed with it. First look about it shows that it has everything that I wanted in a premier phone. Alright, how does it stack up with the other phones? Well, we're just going to have to find out. It looks like it's got the normal apps here. It's got a phone manager, themes, music, video, health, Google apps, the Play Store. So by default, this one already has the Play Store installed on it. It has email, it has settings, it has a gallery. Obviously there's no images in there right now. That's the camera. We'll get to that later. It has this thing called High Care. It has a clock, it has a calendar, it has files, notepad, app gallery, tips, tools, top apps, booking.com, and Facebook. What I don't see yet, and then it's the Highboard Instant Access. Don't know anything about that yet. I'll find about it soon. What I don't see is an app drawer. And from what I understand is that Huawei Mate 20X does not have an app drawer. But you can change it in the settings, and I will be explaining that shortly. So this is all about the Mi Mate X. Stay tuned for the review in a couple of weeks. But I just wanted to get this video out to show you this is the new, well, it's not that new, it was out already last year, but this is the unboxing and my first impressions of the Mate 20X. I think it's a solid phone. I can hold it firmly there and just looking from the build, it's quality build, it's a strong phone. I would give this seriously an 8 or 9 out of 10. It's that good. I know people are saying Huawei is a dangerous company right now. I can't really attest to that, but I certainly think that this phone, even though it's a big phone, I can hold it firmly in my hand, and it has all the features of a premium phone. At only $745, it is between the two other phones in the series, which is the Mate 20, which comes in at something like $600, and of course then there's the Mate 20 Pro, which comes off at just $980. So there you can see this phone is between those two phones, and I think the reason why they've put the phablet between it is because the Mate 20 Pro has a couple of premium features like wireless charging, and of course the supercharger, which I'm not too sure, and of course it has the 3D face unlock, which this one does not have. But at a 7.2-inch display, you can play games phone, and then you can still have some battery life, hopefully some battery life still in the future. But there you go, this is the unboxing. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the review. See you later, the Ender Dumplingers.